It's Friday night. You're on vacation in the Philippines. The beach was perfect. The food was incredible. And now, you're ending the night the way millions of Filipinos do. At karaoke. The room is packed. People are laughing. Drinks are flowing. Somebody is singing Bruno Mars. Another person absolutely massacres a Whitney Houston song. Everyone laughs. Nobody cares. That's the whole point. Then somebody walks to the machine, scrolls through the song list, and selects My Way. Suddenly, something changes. Not dramatically, not immediately, just enough to notice. A few people glance at each other. Somebody shakes their head. Someone else quietly leaves the room. Because in the Philippines, there's a song that has become associated with arguments, stabbings, shootings, and death. A song so notorious that many karaoke bars have completely removed it. Tonight, we are going to talk about the My Way killings. Welcome to the podcast You Can't Unhear. Now, if you've never been to the Philippines, you need to understand something. Karaoke isn't just entertainment there. It's practically a national pastime. You'll find karaoke machines everywhere. Restaurants, street corners, birthday parties, family gatherings, small convenience stores, even places that have absolutely no business having karaoke somehow have karaoke. And unlike many countries, people don't necessarily sing because they're good. They sing because it's social. It's fun. It's part of everyday life. In fact, Filipino inventor Roberto del Rosario is often credited with developing one of the earliest commercial karaoke systems. Which means karaoke isn't just popular there. It's part of modern Filipino culture. And like every culture, it comes with unwritten rules. Don't laugh at someone's performance. Don't steal someone else's song. Don't grab the microphone. Don't hog the stage. And above all, don't create unnecessary drama. Because when alcohol gets involved, small disagreements can become very big problems. And apparently, one song seems to trigger more problems than any other. Frank Sinatra's My Way. The strange thing is, nobody knows exactly when people first started noticing the pattern. But by October 2000, newspapers were already talking about it. A 46-year-old man named Hermie Hida Callao was performing My Way inside a karaoke bar in Manila. What should have been a normal night became an argument. Then a confrontation. Then violence. Hermie was attacked and stabbed multiple times. He later died from his injuries. The incident was shocking. But what makes it strange is the way journalists described it. One newspaper article didn't describe it as a completely isolated event. Instead, it referred to him as another victim of My Way. Another victim. Meaning people were already seeing a pattern. Then came February 2001. A 27-year-old man named Ronnie Aragon got into an argument with a friend. Not over money. Not over politics. Not over a relationship. Over who would get to sing My Way. The argument escalated. A weapon was pulled. And Ronnie was killed. At this point, people started paying attention. because two deadly incidents connected to the same song already sounded bizarre. But unfortunately, the story wasn't finished. Then came May 2007, the incident most people associate with the phenomenon. A young man named Romy Baligula was singing at Juleville KTV bar in San Mateo. Now, nobody claimed Romy was a great singer. In fact, that became part of the problem. As he sang, a security guard named Robbie Lito Ortega began mocking him, making fun of his performance, telling him to stop. But Romy kept going. Maybe he was drunk. Maybe he didn't care. Maybe he just wanted to finish the song. But the tension kept building. Eventually, the security guard lost his temper, pulled out a pistol, and fired. One shot. The bullet struck Romy in the chest, and he died almost instantly. Imagine that. You're singing karaoke, maybe a little off-key, maybe embarrassing yourself. And moments later, you're gone. Because of a Frank Sinatra song. Honestly, if you're listening to this while getting ready for karaoke tonight, maybe keep that in the back of your mind. The incidents kept coming. July 2007. Another singer. Another performance of My Way. Another violent confrontation. This time, the victim survived. Barely. December 2010. A Christmas party. People celebrating. Food. Music. Family. One man begins singing My Way. Before the night ends, he's dead. Killed by attackers arriving on motorcycles. Then, in 2018, a 61-year-old man named Jose Bashmian Jr. got into an argument with his neighbor. The reason? Who would sing My Way? The argument escalated. Violence followed. And Jose was fatally stabbed. By now, the phenomenon had become so famous that journalists gave it a name. The My Way killings. Which sounds completely ridiculous until you realize real people actually died. So why this song? Out of every song ever written, why My Way? Well, there are several theories. One involves the lyrics themselves. Think about the song. It's a declaration. A man looking back on life and proudly saying, I did it my way. It's confident, defiant, almost boastful. And according to some observers, when alcohol enters the equation, those lyrics can amplify existing tensions. Especially if somebody is already showing off, already demanding attention, already irritating everyone else in the room. One singing instructor in Manila described it like this: the song can make ordinary people feel larger than life, like they're standing on a stage proving something to the world. And sometimes, other people don't appreciate the performance, especially when it lasts almost 5 minutes. Let's be honest. We've all heard someone absolutely butcher a karaoke song. Now imagine they're drunk. The room is drunk. And they're passionately screaming, I did it my way, for nearly 5 minutes. Yeah, I can see how tensions might rise. But many researchers think the song itself isn't really the problem. The song is just the spark. The fuel was already there. The Philippines has a complicated history. Colonialism, political violence, economic hardship, gang culture, easy access to weapons in certain areas. Some experts argue that karaoke simply becomes the stage where existing frustrations finally explode. Because notice something. Millions of Filipinos sing My Way every year, and nothing happens. It's only when alcohol, ego, humiliation, and anger enter the room that things become dangerous. The song isn't pulling the trigger. People are. Today, many karaoke bars simply remove My Way entirely. No listing, no button, no requests. Problem solved, at least partially. Which is probably easier than trying to explain to tourists why a Frank Sinatra song has its own body count. The strange thing is, there are millions of songs in the world. Songs about revenge, songs about murder, songs about heartbreak, songs about war. Yet somehow, one of the most controversial songs to perform in certain karaoke bars is a song about looking back on your life. And if you're heading out to karaoke this weekend, maybe just pick Bruno Mars, or Taylor Swift, or literally anything else. Because the last thing you want is to accidentally discover someone's trigger song. And if somebody suddenly walks up to the machine, selects My Way, and the room gets quiet, you might want to pay attention. Have a good night, guys. And I'll see you on the next episode of the podcast You Can't Unhear.